Hey Lotus, how you doing? I have no idea if my audio is working or if it's too loud. So I guess we'll find out. Hey Lotus, how you doing? I have no idea if my audio is working or if it's too loud. Alright, it might be right. Alright, cool, cool. We'll find out. It's a smidge loud? Alright. I'm just gonna be just doing random stuff, so it's now. I can set up my screen, go to my wait like a million hours for it to work. That's black screen. Okay. Oh, that's right. Sorry, I was screwing around with the stuff. All this OBS stuff's not really set up on my computer, so I'm trying to work it out now. Just need to work out how to do my tablet screen. Test. Currently waiting for Unity to open so I can go through a few other things. So just working on the snow stuff. Yeah, today would just be the snow stuff. I thought I'd just do a stream because it's not much going on. Yeah, I've gone and I've removed all the Halloween stuff. I've added stars to the main menu area and a little snowman that's being put together so far. It's on the back burner, mainly because we wanted to do this winter theme. Unfortunately, it's really hard to try and get them all done. So I have a month to get the entire theme done for Christmas. And the items and everything else, so it's gonna be fun. But hopefully I can get to it. Yeah, Uni's gonna take ages to open, so wait a bit, unfortunately. You have to do anything super complicated with the floor pieces or just change the color? Mainly just change the color. Problem is every single piece has to be like made into a prefab and then also has to have a picture taken of every single piece and then like together to work in the editor as well. So it's just putting all the items together is a bit time consuming. The texture was easy, it's already done. I'm trying to get Mike to go through and do the more tedious stuff, like doing all the walls for me. He did do a fair bit, but I'm not sure what he got up to. What? I was on the phone, never mind. But yeah. Slowly gonna put this snowman together as well. I want to do a carrot nose and all that sort of stuff. But I worked out with the I'm gonna start sculpting the arms and stuff. Worked out you can actually build any new cute hat for this year. Probably it'll come down to my time. But yeah, it's just all time. It's extremely stressful. Yeah, I was gonna make like a full solid snowman, but I worked out that it'd be better for people to make their own. But I have a feeling people are gonna make like centipedes and shit out of it because you can just pull the segments together and then make the legs out of the wooden sticks. But it's a bit of freedom for everybody. I might switch over to my tablet screen while we wait for Unity to work out its shit. What kind of cute hat would you like to see, Lotus? Like, not sure what to do this year. Patrick V2. Should do like his brother or something for Christmas. A different penguin. I could do color variants of them, but I feel like that's a bit cheap, but we could do that. Depends on what people want, I guess. If you want a color variant of him, then I can. It's Canadian. Island Marmot. Search. Oh yeah, it's like a giant yeah, okay, I know it's sort of similar to like a groundhog and stuff. They are pretty damn cute. It's like chilling on the rock. Could probably do one of those. Providing I have the time, of course. Sculpting stuff. Hedwig. Snowy owl. Maybe we could do a snowy owl. I have an animate as well. So yeah, those sort of like really detailed, like unique hats take quite a bit. Make problem. But I'm sure I can try. I decided in my mind Patrick V2 is an owl and I will win him after I force you to do another giveaway. But did you, I can't remember if you, did you win stuff last year? So long, I can't remember it. Anyways, class in the morning, so I'm going to be off CMA. Enjoy the asset creation. No worries, Lotus. Thanks for joining. Have fun at school or class or whatever. Yeah, hello, and I think I won too. Oh no, yeah, that's right. I do remember that. We had to like not give you any more. Have a good one anyway, dude. Still on map and got my awesome. See ya. Thanks for joining me, by the way. Young Tristan, thank you for the 100 bits. I know it's not the most interesting stream, but I thought I'd go live anyway. So we have removed Halloween, as you can see. The new wood is in, but it's still not finished. Getting there, and then I'm adding a snowman. Wonder if Mike has finished prefabs for. Got some of the walls done, some of the bases done. I don't think he's actually uploaded his build yet. But we do have the walls and the base pieces done for the winter theme so far. So fingers crossed that goes well. Again, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm currently working on snowman pieces, so it's all going to be modular, so you can build your own snowman and stuff. I'll put a few hats in the game as well to put on the top of the snowman. People can build their own monstrosities out of snow. I don't know what. Switch back over. Tablet screen. Set toolbar. I saved everything. Oh, I saved. Should have done that. So many files. Golf game. Thank you for the support, by the way. I saved my. This is that. Sets resets. Instructors X-Men. Yeah, thank you for the 100 bits too. All right. So now I'm going to try and bake the normal maps and stuff onto a lower poly version of the stick and stuff. So that should make a cage mesh for the baking around it. It's fairly easy. I'll just bake. Wasn't even an inclusion. I ordered stuff for my fish tank. Do you want to join me at all? Just talking to Mike at the moment. He's the one of the other developers. Save this as. Go back. File. SnowMan. Score. Save. Bake it. It might lag a little bit while I bake, but it should be right. This is a big object. And then I'll paint it. Then we'll put it in game, see if we can add it to the snowman, which is in. Screen. Apparently Unity's doing something else. zone, so it won't be great. Again, sorry that my stream's not fantastic. So mum said should be good. I do this a really weird way compared to a majority of other pipelines for other artists. This is the way I found it to work for the way we do our textures. Took a long time to pipeline that. Just waiting for Photoshop to. Find these new files. Look, I have no idea what's going on, but I'm along for the ride, brother. It's so good. Thank you. Usually there is 2 other developers. Normally we play like community maps and things like that on Tuesdays. But they are currently out. It's just myself. We're also going to be looking at the office again tomorrow, so we should have an office soon instead of just working out of our house. SnowMan normal. Okay, so I just baked out the normal map, so this is what sort of makes like little bumpy bits on the assets. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a grayscale map to paint over using these maps. Which can be a use overlay. That might not. Overlay the. Okay, so now we've got this weird colored thing. That's right, now I've got my grayscale. Save that out. Then my screen. We have all these pieces here that I need to put together. So I only make maybe half of an asset just so it's a lot easier. Time and myself. Carrot here. Carrot no. We have a big button. Trying to do this as far as I can. Pretty boring. Up. I recalculate faces, and we should have pieces beneath for a snowman. Alright, cool. Then we're going to apply the grayscale, then I can paint it. The grayscale, so it gives us something to work with. It does need a bit of clean, but for now we'll just paint it and go from there. Sign up with paint. Alright, now we're gonna go back to we'll get programs that are running. Lag too much. Tablet screen. Sculpt. Now we're gonna go into 3D Code, which is another software. I use 5 to 8 softwares depending on what I'm doing. Let's hope that nothing went wrong. Okay. Cool. Okay, normally I start with a multiplier layer, so it just gives me some colors to play with. But first here we'll do this base coat of brown. So when we first did the first 2 maps, Forest and Oasis, I used to hand paint everything. So there'd be none of the sculpting, baking, or anything. It would just all be hand painted to like a square texture. Hey, what are you doing there? Hey, Leossi, making bits for the SnowMan. Actually, I can switch real quick over to Unity and I can show you the test SnowMan I have in the lobby. So I'm currently building this guy. The cool thing about the snow, so it's not the best shader, but it's something. So when you rotate it, the lighting will change, so it'll be bluer underneath. So it gives you like the false sense that there's light coming through the snow. It's not actually happening at all. Yeah, I don't want that Windows. Hello? But yeah, so we're just gonna do the pieces for him, and then I'm gonna put him in. So what I'm gonna do, Leossi, how you love making things in the editor. The winter theme, I want to make things a lot more modular, so you're gonna be able to build snowmen like on your own, or if you're really building whatever you want, you could go and build centipede or a worm or whatever. I'm also going to be doing like square pieces and stuff like that. I also can't, if I have time, I want to transfer the castle modular set into an ice castle. But yeah, we also have all the like the new color flooring and actually wait, let's just show you really quickly. I'll see. You were probably there last week, but I can't really remember. We have the walls, stuff like that with ice, the snow on them. So we will have a fairly decent theme coming. But so we're gonna have all the main course pieces done. Mike's working on all the other bits for me, so I've done all the artwork for him. He just needs to add it all. And now I'm working on the like unique pieces for that asset pack. Let's see how something like that arises. Yeah, it's very touch and go, Leossi. It's something that I guess we just do as we go. Mainly because I don't have the time to plan right now. I've got a month to get 300 plus assets made. Yeah, so we already have most of the walls on that, so that's already, I don't know, like nearly 100 assets. But I really want to make things modular so people can make what they want to make, not be stuck with, things like that. Which I also want to transfer that sort of stuff over to Ancient so we can do like stone golems and things you can put together. It would be cool to implement a system where you had nodes on these body parts that we put in that you could place on your like other pieces, and you could animate them. But I think that's a big thing to work on. But yeah, so let's get back to our stuff. What color button should it be? Like a black one? I think black might work. Like a purpley black, can't you? Sorry, my fiance's messaging me. Her car just went through the mechanics. Okay, back to work. Black is classic. Yeah, it's very classic. So let's just do the base colors. So we want. So usually I use images that other people have made just for like color picking. Saves me time going through and trying to get the right contrast and things like that. So, alright, the carrot's a bit weird looking. What it is. Again, thank you for joining me. Very interactive stream like most things. Twitch. But if you guys have any ideas, let me know. I will jot them down. You probably won't have like a crazy amount of time to do stuff for Christmas, but I'm trying. I also need to do hats and trails and floaties as well. That too yellow, isn't it? Could make 2 variants, black and wooden. I could actually, yeah, I could do multiple. I'll do black right now, and we'll do a wooden one as well. Mainly because the map won't work, but I could do variants of everything too. Also, I was gonna do some variants of the Christmas items again this year, like another penguin, but a little bit different. Lotus came before and gave me the idea about doing like a snow owl and a few other things. Yeah. Fiance's asking me why I'm not going in Saturday to get tattooed by her, but I don't really know what I want to get, so okay, cool. So now we need to do black color. I've been black. I could probably grab another picture, or I could just go off the color picker. Maybe I should just go the color pickers. Like a brown for now, and just base color. So the texture so far doesn't have any normal maps or anything, so there's no bump or anything like that just yet. I think I should watch the VOD tomorrow. Somehow that's also exciting, even if I have no plan of it. Hopefully I'll get it tomorrow to post my country. Oh, do you still have that? You have a map coming, don't you, the Aussie? Also, apologies for not having any like new Halloween items to use in the event. And that's mainly why I'm working on the winter stuff now. So that we can have a nice winter event with new stuff. And it might bring back players to actually work on maps. Yeah. I feel like let's work on the yes. So this is still on the one layer. This is still on the multiplayer layer. Sometimes you can go and do a bit of color dodge layer, screen for like highlighting stuff. But again, I don't have a lot of time to work on these assets, mainly because I gotta get so many done per day now. It is just me. But we are currently working on getting the office ready. Start hiring some more like programmers, artists and stuff, so get more work done a lot more efficiently and quicker. So you guys have more to do. And then I'll show you color dodge. Color dodge is pretty. This works well. Color dodge usually makes it more saturated. So if we go with the pumpkin, very, very saturated. Don't worry, we believe in you. That's all it takes, right? Yeah, hopefully. It's alright. I went to Costco and I bought tons of Red Bull, so it should be right to stay awake for quite a while. But hopefully after Christmas I can have a little bit of a break and just work on stuff quietly. Yeah. What's everybody else's Christmas plans anyway? You guys going to see family or anything like that? Just a bit. Once you get sick like I am now. Oh, you're sick. That's shit. I thought I was gonna get sick because we just got back from Melbourne from doing PAX Australia, and I thought because usually you get like sick from being around everybody, but this year I didn't get sick. Last year I did. Too bad. I'm not sure how detailed I want to go. Sometimes I go a bit too low. Highlighting. It's not that hard to make stuff. I'm also sick about that. I can't upload maps and they're overrated all the time. When Will gets back, Leossi, I will get him to sort something out because that is a pain in the ass, along with not being able to delete saved maps. That's another thing that's annoying. I will be adding all these to his lists. He does have a list on our private Trello that I need him to look at because there's a lot. But yes, it's currently gone with Eleni, Slothina. Go do stuff. Just okay. So still got stuff on the brown. What program is this and what are you doing in it? Okay, so this is 3D Code. So my pipeline is we'll use Blender. So Blender is a 3D program where you make 3D objects. So I'll make the objects in there. Then I'll go to ZBrush where I'll sculpt everything. Say it's similar to like just using clay in real life. So you sculpt it, I then take that out and put that into Marmoset Toolbag where I create a mesh and it bakes maps. So when you bake maps, it creates like a normal map, height maps, ambient occlusion. So all these maps are used in video games to create different things. Ambient occlusion is used to create, say, lighting and stuff. Like it shows some lighting. Normal maps give it a little bit of like a bump on it. So do height maps. I then put those together to make my own grayscale map. I then apply that in Blender on the assets, and then I take them out and I put them into this program, 3D Code, and then I paint them by hand. And then we export them out, and then we put them into Unity, and we do everything from there in Unity. That pipeline does change a lot. I use Photoshop a fair bit. I use a few other rendering programs to do certain other things. Foliage I paint by hand because foliage is actually like flat. So with this carrot, I can do the grass, the like stems that come off the carrot, but I'm gonna do them as a flat image. But yeah, so I'll do that in a bit. So currently I'm working on the arms, the buttons, and the carrot for our SnowMan, which is in the main menu screen. Right there. Yeah, but yeah, my workflow, it's very sketchy. I'm trying to learn better ways to do it for poetry, but yeah, it comes down to trying to get things done fast now. But still having that unique made feeling, because that's what the players really deserve, is like a uniquely hand sculpted game that isn't just, you know, assets from all over the place. Yeah, so I'm currently working on the winter theme. The winter theme should be a lot of fun. Our other developer, Mizaski, is working on helping me add these base pieces in now. So I did these ones, but his ones aren't uploaded just yet. He doesn't do any art or anything, but he's helping me transfer the pieces that I've already done the art for into the editor, so they work for the editor for everybody. Yeah, so we should have snow pieces and stuff coming soon. Who doesn't love generic assets, store assets? Oh, the amount of games I see coming out now where they all have the exact same packs is just, I don't know. There is a place for them, and I think that's where like placeholders come in, where you can use them as placeholders and stuff like that. But I feel that if you're going to be a development team, you should probably work on everything yourselves. Even our music is composed by someone that we've like paid for. Like we paid someone to compose. It's all unique just to this game. That's the thing. People go, oh, but you could, you can pay an artist to make this and that. But at the same time, when you do that, you're getting it uniquely for your game. It's not going to be on anybody else's game. Do you know what I mean? So the players are getting what they should be getting. If that makes sense. But you know, buying assets does speed up production. It does make things more viable for people. So it really comes down to, do you want to wait for a game, or do you want them to quickly push out a game with stuff? It really comes down to the development team and how they feel about things. Personally, I like handcrafted stuff by development teams. It just show passion and things like that, and also I like to involve the community as well with what we do. So asking them questions and what they want to see, instead of just buying and using what is like, asset packs can be very limited. Whereas doing this, we're not limited at all. I can make whatever I want to make for anybody really. But yeah, I think as we go, like this is our first game, and we've never done video game development. We failed our course in college, not failed, but we dropped out. What's the difference between what I'm doing now and doing in Substance Painter? Substance Painter is well, it's node based, so I think Substance Painter is a lot more. I feel like programmers can load Substance a lot quicker, if that makes sense. Substance Painter is good. However, you can't get the happy little accidents and stuff. Happy little accidents. That you can do by hand. So I do love Substance Painter, but I like to have more control over what my assets look like, if that makes sense. However, with Substance Painter, you can just make like a million assets and just throw the same wood on there, and it will work, theoretically. Then yesterday, will my map and ask him if he can change the publish ID. Maybe he have time for it. We will see, but it would be nice. It's just a nice hello map. I think we will see. For me, it's time to sleep now. All right, Leosi, I will let him know. He should be back in like an hour. I'll write it down because that is a pain in the butt. Yeah, Leosi map ID. All right. Yeah. Yeah, sorry if my answers are really like all over the place. I haven't had much sleep for the last week. I think during PAX we were in Melbourne for 4 days and I slept for about 12 hours, if that. And then we're back here and we're up early again this morning and stuff, so that's right. But yeah, thank you for joining me anyway, everybody. It's not the most fun stream, but if you're interested in game development and that, I do have a little bit of information. I'm not like a professional or anything. And yeah, being our first game, it's been overwhelming with the amount of support and people. I think it does get stressful at times just because of the workload, and we aren't used to it, but we'll get there. especially once we have our office, we'll hire more help and all that sort of stuff. So, and if you're Australian, we may be looking for new developers or interns eventually, hopefully. It's not. What was that one program you were using again? 3D what? 3D Coat. So this, you can do like topography, sculpting and stuff in this, but I prefer to use ZBrush for sculpting. 3D Coat I prefer for just like painting stuff. The way my layout is set up, it's similar to ZBrush's layout. You can actually change your layouts somewhere, I can't remember where, but it took me a while to set this up. Yeah, I watched the VOD from this stream tomorrow. I will see more from that. It's interesting. Bye bye. Alright, Lee, I'll see you. Have fun. Have a good sleep. And I'll see you probably next Tuesday stream. The map one, maybe. I'll make sure Will gets back to you about this ID thing as well. But yeah, also if like a lot of these programs can cost a fair bit of money, especially ZBrush. But there is free alternatives, sort of. But if you are gonna get into it, I'd advise probably spending the money maybe, and doing a lot of study and like just working with it. Just have fun with it, really. There's Blender, ZBrush, Mouse, Toolbag, 3D Coat, Blender. Yeah, pretty much. It's something like that. It's really hard to find pipelines, workflows, because I love all the artists at Blizzard and stuff like that, but it's really hard to find the way they do things. And I feel that a lot of the artists do things rather differently, but they still have somewhat of the same outcome. It's all just spending time and learning how you want to do things, and just, I don't know, playing around with it. But yeah, I love seeing people, develop skills and go further with what they're doing. Like, I still feel like I'm an absolute noob, but I try. If that makes sense. The hardest thing for me was probably being interested in learning all these softwares. It can be really daunting at the time because they have so many buttons, and scary things on them. But over time, you get used to it. Another thing is material study. Like, I somehow fluke painting wood. Not sure how I do it, but it works. But wood's different every time. Alright, so we'll just explore this out. I can always go back and paint over whatever I need to paint over. Put it in. Alright, so comes the boring part. Load that, so that's that piece. I like the darker. Okay, we'll darken the wood. Which I can do fairly cool. By duplicating my much. Yeah. Changing. I like to change, there we go. There, and then button. That back to us now. So my main go-to in 3D Coat is to make a multiply layer straight away and then put in the base colors. That would give you something to work from. And then I'll either use like a color dodge layer on top of that, or just paint over top, and then a screen layer to do the highlighting. I haven't done much highlighting on these. Please delete the level editor. It was a mistake. So many bad levels. You're not wrong though. You're not wrong, Lost Marshall. You're not wrong. But there's some really good levels. There is some really good levels. Leossi that was in here before, he makes some very good aesthetically pleasing levels. Thank you for the support, by the way. We're gonna try and get as much content done as we can. Just need more team members, that's all. So for the entire 2 years, it's been myself and my two brothers working on the game. And we have no idea what we're doing. We apologize for all the updates that have gone out that have like caused issues. We're really sorry for the disconnecting at the moment. We recently just updated to the new Unity build, and that's why there's disconnection issues and crashing at the moment. We're trying to find the cause of it, but for some reason it just keeps happening. We did fix it a little bit, but it seems to be back. Same with the playing on different levels at the same time. That glitch was gone. It's back now. But we will. So Will is the programmer, I'm the artist, and then Daski is the like handyman. He does some of the indie stuff for us, and he does emails and things like that. But yeah, so hopefully we're gonna go look at the new office again tomorrow. Currently, I'm just in the house at the moment, study. But hopefully we'll have our office in Brisbane, Australia soon, so we can hire some new people. So now I'm just going to separate all these pieces after I made them, but they're all going to use the exact same map, like a material piece. So in the editor, they'll all be separate pieces. I bought on launch because of Northern Lion, and I have since gotten the majority of my friends to buy the game. Thank you. Yeah, Northern Lion and Nick and that, Rockley Smile, they're absolutely amazing to us. Blender for modeling, ZBrush for sculpting, Marmoset for baking, Maps 3 Coat for texturing, and Blender for final. Yeah, basically. So what I'm doing now is I just put the textures back on my assets in Blender, and now I will export them out one by one as FBXs, and then we'll put them in Unity. We'll then turn them into prefabs. I'll then get them ready for the level editor, which at the moment doesn't have a part for the winter stuff just yet, but it will. We have an update that's going to go out soon. I can't actually have the winter stuff in there just yet. Yeah, Northern Lion, Rockley Smile and all that, they're great guys. Another group is the crew, so Sidearms, Speedy, all that, they're all great. But yeah, thank you for sticking around as well. I'm not the best teacher, but at least this gives you guys a little bit of an insight to how things are done. I try to roughly get 1 to 3 pieces done a day. Just recently I haven't had time because stuff. Wouldn't you have to texture first before baking? No. So what I do, the way I do it is I will bake my maps. So say I've got I've got AO, so ambient occlusion, normal map, and normal object. I don't really use the normal OBJ. I just use my normal map and my AO map. I then go into Photoshop, as you'll see here, and this is how I make my grayscale map. So I've got my normal map. I will then throw over my AO map. I'll then chuck on overlay and put it to about 60% or something like that. I'll then merge them, and then I will desaturate the image, and that'll give me a grayscale map. Now there is other ways to do this. I do this just to play with my color, like my lighting for it a little bit. There is better ways to do this, so don't just take what I say with a grain of salt. I then put this on my asset in Blender, then I'll export it out to 3D Coat, and then I'll paint over top of the grayscale image. That's how I do it, but there is quick ways to do it. There's more efficient ways to do it. At the moment, this is how I'm doing it right now. I have switched up my workflow and pipeline a little bit with other stuff. Just for today, with these small assets, I'll just be doing it that way. But yeah, a lot of artists do everything like very differently. If you look at the guys from Blizzard and stuff, their pipelines are incredibly well tuned, and they use RBG maps and all sorts of crazy stuff just to get a nice grayscale map, which is what I should be doing because it does give you better results, but I just don't have the time. But for now, for today, just for showing this, I will just be doing things this way. So sorry, I was talking to Mike. He's just asked me if I want to carve a pumpkin. Now his girlfriend's at the door with the giant pumpkin. Alright, go back to this. We have his arm, his button, which could be smaller. So, depending, would you guys like the button and stuff to be able to be scaled up really big? Because I can keep the textures somewhat large, but I'll have to reduce them a little bit. So you can still use them for stuff. I'll do a whole bunch of different colored buttons as well. I won't do that right now, but we'll do that in time. So now what I need to do is I need to go and name all of these out to Unity. So we'll just go caret W for winter, so it's under the winter section. As an FBX. Some people go as ABJs, I go with FBX. Quite sure why, I can't really remember. OBJ, Doctor, Christmas, in here. So this is our caret. School button. Should probably put this under a SnowMan tag, but it's alright. At least with the caret, you guys can go and make like farms and stuff. I will add the like grass, the green stem at the top of the caret eventually. That'll just require me changing the asset just a little bit, like the mod. It was branch, but so you guys will know what it is. SnowMan. But I have a feeling people are gonna make like centipedes and stuff out of the snow pieces, so you can just put them all together as segments, so it sticks as like arms. Okay, so they should all be in here, but I'm gonna go to a section of our Unity save that nobody really sees. That's the photo shoot section where we just put everything. Don't save. Yeah, so it's winter stuff. Now I'm just gonna import my textures. Put it under winter. How big is my... Thanks, Bill. How you been? I'm slowly getting better, like a little bit at a time, but yeah. Okay, so I'm just seeing, okay, so my main game development folder, which is mainly just textures, is 388 gig. I have another folder as well. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is find those. Grab that one. But now we're gonna make a material for these three objects. So these three objects will use the one material object asset. Materials piece? I don't know what to call it. Map. Sorry, I'm still way tired. Let's just call this tablet draw. Yes, I do. I have a Wacom Cintiq. I can't remember what model it is. Don't really have a photo of it either. There's no... Actually, I can take a I'll take a picture right now, actually. I'll upload it. Send it to my fiance, and then I'll just open her thing. Hot seat multiplayer, I'm not sure. That's wheel stuff. Okay, great. My Facebook doesn't want to work. Give me 5 seconds while Facebook's going to open the image. Absolute pain in the ass. Oh, I could have just sent it on Discord. I was just do that. I was sent it on Discord. I'm dumb. Go post in. Just post it in general, actually. Never mind, it worked. Right, so this here is my tablet. It's the Wacom Cintiq. It does alright. I still have to map all the keys and stuff. I haven't done that yet, but I'm sure I'll get around to it. Hot seats when you can take in turns playing on the same PC, so like with your friends. It's something that will come when we still want to get it onto console. So hot seat will be on console as well. Yes, we have a Discord. I can send you guys a invite link. Let me see. I will post it. That link might work. I'm not sure if it'll work or not. But who knows? Oh, I forgot to switch screen. Sorry, everybody. There we go. Okay, I can show you the Cintiq now. I just have to open the image again on Facebook, which will take. I always forget to switch my screens on Twitch. Okay, so this is my Cintiq, what I'm using to paint stuff with. Yeah. Hopefully once we're in the office, we'll have a lot more. Alright, anyway, so now we're up to this bit here. Let's push it out of the way. Okay, so now we're doing the SnowMan material. Got the map and the AO map. Yeah, it's pretty big. I used to just have one of the little tiny ones. But yeah, what am I doing for Halloween? I'm working. However, my family, 'cause I'm living back at home with my parents at the moment, with my two brothers, also made this game. So currently we're in one room together, until we get the office and stuff, and then yeah, I'm planning on moving out with my fiance. No. Okay, so should have the map done. On the objects. Switch them to file scale off. Crop. There it is. Do we do Halloween over here? We sort of do. It's something that I think some people hate it, some people love it. We mainly just do the trick-or-treating, and it's only in certain areas if people are willing to do it. So growing up as a kid, it wasn't that great. As much as like, I don't think it's the way you see it on TV in any way, but we want to go to America just to experience it at least once. If that makes any sense. And my fiance loves like horror and Halloween stuff, so that's something that she really wants to do. Okay, so we've got our three objects in here right now, and now we need to add the material. Hope that it looks okay. Yeah, I feel like we are missing out. Alright, so that's the three objects. They're really low poly, but yeah. American Loan Holiday. Yeah, it's something that we really want to do. It's just it's the distance to travel to America is quite a way. But if you're in the rich neighborhoods, I bet you get some really good stuff. Yeah, well, tonight we've set up our front of a house with all sorts of stuff. We spent quite a bit of money on it just for the kids in the neighborhood because we're in like a cul-de-sac sort of thing. But we got like a giant skeleton ghoul thing that scares children and pumpkins and all that cool fun stuff. Yeah, even Christmas isn't that great here. I guess some people do lights, but not crazy. Right. Anyway, so to get these ready, it's a pain in the ass, really. So what I need to do is I need to make these into tabs. I'll put them into empty. So I'll put the carrot into the empty object, and then I name the carrot same thing. So carrot. That's a carrot, and then I make that a placed object tag layer. I mean, so that means you can place them in the editor. Have you seen the Halloween movie that just came out, or at least the trailer is pretty much like that? Yeah, my partner, she absolutely loves Michael Myers. We got masks and all sorts of shit of his. We actually went and saw Halloween the night it came out in Melbourne. And it's her first time going to Gold Lounge, so she really enjoyed it. Drank a lot of cocktails and watched that. Minus the killing. Yeah, trick-or-treating scene. Yeah, I bet you it's a lot of fun. I think it's also hard with Australia because it's very, very large and like a wide country, so most people are very remote, if that makes sense. But I don't know, it's something we do want to experience at least once. Same with Christmas. Christmas is something we want to experience in America's. Okay, so that's the carrot. And then I also chuck this into prefabs folder under editor, under winter scene, scenery, carrot, chuck that in there. And now, if I want to add it to the level editor, I need to go and take a picture in Unity, put it in Photoshop, save it out as the right size. I then got to have the picture exactly the same name, and then I've got to go into the editor scene, and then I've got to add that one asset to the entire list of assets under the winter asset list. Which I won't do yet because it doesn't exist yet because Will hasn't put it in. So yeah, Christmas is sweet. Yeah, we have extremely hot Christmases here, like 40 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. We have storms and just really hot Christmases, so it's basically a swim in the pool and eat sausages off the barbecue kind of Christmas. We haven't done a snowy Christmas yet. However, I think snow can be annoying, can't it? Because it gets really like dirty and gross after a while. So I'm going to do the button. W underscore button. I gotta pack it in, work in the morning and all that. Good night, everyone. Good night. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for the 100 bits too, dude. We're gonna try and stream a lot more, and I'll try to do it a bit earlier as well. This is time for everybody else. All the local malls and hangout spots get decorated or Christmassy and play Christmas songs. Love it. Oh, that sounds awesome. Yeah, this is way reversed. It's also snake season, so I've seen one venomous snake outside my house. So it's... However, I love snakes, so my partner's actually gonna get a new snake. I just got a new tank for my... Oh, actually, I can show you my dragons if you want to see my forest dragons. I got like monitors and all sorts of stuff. I can show you my new dragon tank that I just got made by ex Zoo Peoples. Grab the URL. Got up here. So I just got this made for my two forest dragons. They usually live up in the trees. But they've got a waterfall and they've actually got like an aquarium tank at the bottom. So I'm going to be putting fish in there as well. That should be fun. Yeah, we got lots and lots of animals here. Like I think just this morning when we were streaming before, there was kangaroos outside. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Apart from obviously the venomous animals, but they don't really harm you all that much. All right, so let's work on this button. copperite. Just make it wood now, so it's that sound when it gets hit. Kangaroos dumb as shit, or are they dicks? Depends on the kangaroo. They can be assholes. They can either like attack you or they don't attack you. But you can either pat them. It's hard to tell as well. So walk up on a kangaroo, it's either it's gonna run at you and kick the shit out of you, or scratch you with its fingers, or it's gonna let you pat it. And they can get really big. Like where we used to live up north, the big reds would tower over top of me. They're just like 6 foot something. And just muscle, like pure muscle. But apart from that, they're not too bad. They are actually a pest because they eat a lot of vegetation. And they breed a lot. We also have wallabies. They're pretty cool and stuff. Birds and stuff like that. Snakes, lizards. But yeah, kangaroos can be dicks sometimes. Not as bad as goats and stuff. Goats can be real. And koalas, everyone thinks koalas are cute and cuddly, but when they get angry, they run at you and they growl and spit and shit. What asset was it? Oh, branch. Branch. Still they are, yeah. They can be pretty scary as well. When they fight, or drop bears. Oh yeah, drop bears are terrible. The funny thing is koalas are pretty much drop bears, just not as aggressive, but they can be aggressive. So I need to fix. Okay, I fucked up here because I meant to zero this out and then make it. I think the button's done. The carrot needs to be out, and then I don't know what the temperature is right now, but I'm sweating my ass off. Buy that one. Then again, I'm in a room with 1, 2, 5 computers. Carrot is done. Button is done. Now branch. Collider with post objects. Would check back over this again later as well. Okay. And now we can go build our snowman. Once I build the snowman, I might actually like stop the stream, and I might stream again maybe tomorrow or the day after or something. Mainly because I have to go do some stuff. Menu V2. These are all the scenes we have, and you guys only see about 7 or 8 of them, I think. Okay, so snowman. Arms are extremely big. What time is it for you, by the way, Paw? You know, yeah, I know what a shoey is. Don't you worry. Yes, we shoeys, which is somewhat disgusting, but also funny. Big ass carrot nose. 9 PM. Oh, that's not too bad actually. That's big. That is way. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, so I'm just. For me, it is currently 2 PM. on Wednesday. Sort of works. Again, I will do some variants for colors and also make other eyes and things. For in the future, yeah. It's just not that great, don't worry. Alright, so this is basically just an example of what you can do in the editor with this stuff. Alright, so that's a snowman, I guess. I don't know what I'll do next stream. Hopefully next stream the other two will join me. And we can do some more fun stuff. Bill can show off some of the stuff he's doing. We have a team mode coming as well, so you can actually verse other people on a team. So you can have different colored teams. He is currently working on that. Should be coming soon. This update will coming soon as well. It's not really an update. It's more just removing the Halloween stuff and putting the the usual boring stuff back in. See if this loads alright in the menu screen. But yeah, so that's how I make my assets anyway. I should give him gold full eyes. That's actually a good idea. I want to put some of the hats as well from the like hats in the actual editor as well. So you can give stuff hats. So that's it there. Practice. Ah, crap. His eyes are still there. Red ones. The bats are still there too. That's great. That's Snowman anyway. Yeah, no worries. We're actually gonna start streaming a lot more. Usually it was just the Tuesdays. So yesterday for us at 10 a.m. Now 2 p.m. on a Wednesday. Usually we stream community maps and we play with everybody, and the other developers join me along with a few other like moderators and stuff to talk on here as well and stuff like that sometimes. We're gonna start streaming I think 3 times a week. I'm probably gonna do more streams like this because it is fun. And hopefully the quality gets better too. New mics and stuff like that, and we will have cams in the office. So yeah, I think we also want to do a few other things. I'm not sure what just yet, but yeah. The bats flying by. What can we have flying for Christmas? It's probably just like little frost icicles, like the little snow things, or whatever. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Follow us on Discord, Twitter, Facebook. It's all just Blacklight into Blacklight Interactive. Which I think there's like little things I can do here, right? Go like Discord. Ah, it does work. For sure, it work. But Facebook work. Facebook doesn't work. Oh damn. Alright. Anyway, if you want to keep up with stuff, I do post on our Twitter a fair bit. I'll post new stuff, polls like for asking questions, stuff like that. Like maps that are really good that we like, and things like that. So thank you for joining me, and I will see y'all next time. Peace.